I am tempted to say Nigeria citizens are the only folks on earth that never learn from their lesson. Why am I saying this? If you guys notice it, I've not said anything concerning Kogi State and the Imo State election. I didn't do any video on it, right? Okay, I have my reason. But I see online some people campaigning, some people appealing, people should vote, this and that should vote. First, I want to say something. Before before Supreme Court and INEC force Pablo Escobar thief Tinubu on Nigerians, I've said it. I said, should Pablo Escobar thief Tinubu mistakenly become president, you all will know that Buhari was a saint. Number one. Number two, the reason I've not commented on Kogi State and Imo State election is this. A man who was able to rig himself into power when he was not yet a person, was not yet in power, you expect such a man to conduct free and fair election? A man who said that they are going to, APC, they are going to get back Edo State. Edo State is currently under PDP. He said they're going to get back Edo State. Are you understanding? A man with a mindset to turn the whole state to become a one-party state. You expect such a man to conduct free and fair election? Those of you thinking that way, those of you thinking that Pablo Escobar will allow a fair play, the result is not yet at all. But me, I am not prophesying. But based on the antecedent of Pablo Escobar, I can tell you, APC will get retainable. They will get Kogi anywhere. They are this like APC. Because the guy they call Jagaban, I call Jagaban it, aka Thief Tinubu Pablo Escobar, the drug baron, is moving with the mindset to turn the host country, to turn Nigeria to a one-party state. Then there's no longer opposition. There's no longer that's no longer democracy. He bought INEC, judiciary. They are in his pocket. Learned jurists who are supposed to be, to be learned jurists, they become, all of them have become fools. Do you understand? So, take your evidence anywhere you want to take it to. Anywhere you want to take it to. He has bought them. You know this. So, for you now, for any reasonable person, so for anyone to not think that such an individual, Pablo Escobar, he will conduct a free and fair election. To me, I believe you have gone nuts. You've gone nuts. Something is wrong with you. To think Pablo Escobar will conduct a free and fair election, you've gone nuts. If you're in that category, that think Pablo Escobar will, for any reason or gunpoint, conduct a free and fair election, a man that take a pleasure in wickedness, a man that take pleasure in the cry, in the pains of people, then something is wrong with you. Please, before I end this video, I want you guys to watch a video of Wike, where Wike himself come out and said, that was before he became a governor, he said, it will take 1 million years to convince rivers people to ever vote APC. Wike said it on television. So what that happened under his watch, under his administration, that APC was able to win the entire rivers. What magic did he do? Please, I want you people to just watch him. Let me not talk too much, okay? Because I want to be unveiling the hypocrisy of these maggots that call themselves human beings. Please just watch it. Because such human beings, they irritate my spirit. Let's watch it together.
Forget about the creation of Bayelsa out of Rivers State. The sentiment is there. You can't run away from it. You cannot, you see, and if you look at the politics of Rivers State, since its creation in 1967, Rivers State has always played the mainstream politics. So it becomes something alien to them. And not even when their own son is running an election. It will take you millions of years to convince them why they should not vote for their son. It will take you millions of years to convince them.
Are you saying the people in Rivers State is not that they are against what's going on to the extent that they will not support the governor? Because the impression that people have is that, look, Rivers people...
Is impression based on newspapers. Is impression based on the publication in nation newspapers. It's not impression on ground. It is not bullying people. What the Master government does today is this. If I visit a traditional ruler, if the traditional ruler is a first-class ruler, the next day he creates another first-class ruler in that domain. Traditional institution balkanized, bastardized. He even did it in my own community. We even thank him by recognizing our stool to be third class. It was a classless stool, thinking that if he does that, that the traditional leader, he thinks that he will make the... he can't. It's not possible.
So in all of this, it doesn't seem to me that appointments or ambitions are based on development. It looks like personal ambitions.
The problem we are talking about today in Rivers State is this, and which we have continued to say. When governor said people have betrayed him, take for example, if I may even concede to what you are saying, that the governor made me in appreciation to be Minister of State, in appreciation of having worked hard for him to be a governor. What about those that were given appointment that did not work for him? What appreciation will you call, what will you call that? But then he said, he sent media and there might be betrayal. For those of us who are into what is betrayal? Let's go to the dictionary meaning of betrayal. Ordinarily, we had an agreement and I'm not keeping to it. That means I betrayed you. What is our agreement? As you are going in to be a minister, I should be a mole in Jonathan government. At my age and at my level, I should be a mole. Or, having agreed I should be a mole, I'm no longer playing that role. 2, that when he wants to leave PDP, I must go with him. And having not gone with him, I betrayed him.
Was it always on the cards that he was going to leave the PDP? Or it was when things began to become impossible?
That's what I'm saying. No, I was saying that for you to say,
yes,
somebody has betrayed you, there must be an agreement. That's the point I'm making. As a minister.
Would you say now that you're still friends? I mean, let's quickly put pay to that question. Would you say now that yourself and Governor Mechi of Rivers State are still friends?
We were political friends.
So now the interests have shifted. You're no longer
We're no longer in the
friends.
same party.
Okay.
We're no longer in the same party.
But you know that people still make friends across party lines.
If you, of course, if you be friends before that time.
Yes.
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 But we were not that. We only met politically.
So there was political exigencies that brought you together.
I knew him when I became chairman of council, and that time he was the speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
Were you content as his chief of staff?
I have no problem. But the problem was this: when you give someone an assignment, you allow him to do his job. And I said, people started coming to tell you this man is becoming too powerful.
You just admitted to your own power and influence. You admitted to the role that you played in the politics, and even in his becoming governor.
Yes.
You admitted that you were so powerful that if you did not tell people to sleep, they couldn't sleep.
No. I didn't say that. What I said was
maybe I'm phrasing you wrongly, but that was what you said.
No, I said this, that look, one thing you must understand in politics, when you are close to the people, when people do not have anything to lose confidence in you, when you tell them to go along with you, they will say, yes, we can go along with him. We've been with him, we know how he behaves. We know that he will not disappoint us. Would
you say now that you're playing the politics of loyalty while as minister?
Not just loyalty. First of all, I owe loyalty to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I owe loyalty to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who appointed me. Right? 2. I also have to what do my people want? As far as Rivers State is concerned, where the governor is going to, is he where Rivers State want to go to? Certainly not.
So you owe no loyalty whatsoever to the governor who nominated you?
Who recommended me? Not who recommended me?
Nomination and recommendation, I thought they were one and the same
well,
thing.
The one nomination will come this way. The president assigns my name to the Senate. Then after the confirmation, the appointment comes in.
You owe him no loyalty. Recommendation, you owe him no.
I have told you, the mere fact that you are, just like I said, I stood up and worked for alternative to be a governor, right? And he said, it's God. We agree. We said, yeah, God used people to make you. He said, we didn't. But in his own case, he made you. It's not God that made us. Having recommended us, God had no role. He is the one who played that role. But for him, being a governor, it was God. I don't know
So your loyalty goes to God then. If you ask me.
If you understand what I'm saying is this.
On this loyalty issue,
for the role we played for him, nobody played any role. It's only God. We agreed. But we are saying that for him, God didn't play any role for me to be a minister. Because he appointed me.
Let's break this in quickly. It is from Fidel. He's asking a quick one here. He says that we should ask you, who should a nominated minister who has his political history from his state be more loyal to the federal government or to the state government?
Yeah. But my political history is not dated to Amici. I was the chairman of a local government when he was speaker. So, in fact, I have never worked with him politically. He has been in DPN, I was not in the DPN. So we just met in PDB. I was chairman of council. So you can't say my political history is to him. No, it's not correct. It's not correct.
Well, looking at all of this, Rivers people, who you say you're close to, they want peace. And they want things to go right in that state. Because now we get reports that the DSS, alongside some other security agencies, intercepted, I think, a container load of ammunition, and that's not good. How do we solve this problem?
I don't want to believe, because I'm not in the security agencies. Nobody has given me such report where it is coming from. So I don't want to believe that because you have intercepted some arms, and that means that was organized by politicians in Rivers State in order to foment problem. That is not that. I cannot authoritatively. I do know that nobody in PDP is planning for any violence. Nobody in PDP is ready for any violence. We believe that things must be done in a democratic way. We believe that there are things we don't like. We have to challenge it in court like we have always done. We don't need to go by violence. So there's no need of us talking about arms.
Are militants back in Rivers State?
As far as I'm concerned, in fact, if you see me, I don't move with police. I don't. So, look, these are creatures of the governor. Let me tell you something, and I've always said it. I've worked there. I know how the system works. What they are doing is to paint the fact that, look, Rivers State is not safe. The militants have come back to Rivers State. Have you asked anybody who is doing business in Rivers State whether actually militants have come back? Or just politicians are saying that?
But China's television went there to do business, and it wasn't a good story.
What business?
Business of reporting news and coverage.
What news? If you go for a political rally and there was a problem, does that suggest that militants have come back? For Christ's sake, you've gone for rally you've gone for rally in the Ekiti State. You saw what happened. Does that mean the militants are there? You heard what happened in Ogun State, where some senators were saying that people were about to beat them up. Does that mean the militants have come over there? So if there was some kind of fight in Rivers State among the politicians or whatever, does that suggest that militants have come?